Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. Here's your news report, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update for Wednesday, March 10th. I will be sharing the latest stimulus news with you in today's video. I will also be discussing the status of the third stimulus checks, as well as why President Joe Biden's signature will not appear in the third stimulus checks. Please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn about why the IRS has more than $1,400 third stimulus checks for you. But before this video starts, I will be giving away another $50 Amazon gift card this coming Friday evening. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and then comment below.
I yield 1 minute to the Speaker of the House, whose attention to legislative detail is extraordinary.
The gentlewoman from California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentleman for yielding and thank him for his extraordinary leadership in putting nearly $1 trillion into the pockets of the American people. I thank him and Mr. Yarmuth, the chair of the Budget Committee, for their leadership on this legislation, of course, on this debate this afternoon. It was dazzling to see them and the Democratic chairs and members speak up about this important legislation. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for pointing out the inconsistency on the part of our colleagues across the aisle in complaining about money helping the poorest of poor children in our country, while they didn't hesitate to give large amounts of money to the richest people in America in the Republican tax scam. Your charts were very eloquent, Mr. Chairman. And to hear our members speak about the terms of this bill, the values that are in it, the plan that it has, why they were voting yes on the bill, and to hear Republicans talk about why they would vote no. It's typical that they vote no and take the dough. And this bill has bipartisan support across the country, not only among the general public, but in mayors and selectmen and city council persons and county executives who are Republican, eagerly awaiting the passage of this bill because they know at their level what a difference it will make in the lives of their constituents, the American people. You know, tomorrow, and I say this is a critical moment in our country's history. Tomorrow, the world will mark the 1 year since COVID-19 was officially declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organization. At that time, just over 1,000 Americans had contracted the disease. 38 had died. Since that day, 1 year ago from tomorrow, nearly 30 million Americans have become infected. Over 500,000 Americans have died. More lives that were lost in combat in all of America's wars against foreign enemies combined. Each of those lives is precious to us. We feel each loss profoundly and pray for their families and for the families of those who have contracted the virus and are still affected by it. And through it all, an historic economic crisis has raged. A full year later, 18 million Americans are still out of work, according to the statistics at the end of last week. And nearly 10 million.
Okay, everyone. So according to White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, President Joe Biden's signature will not appear in the third stimulus checks that are expected to be sent out to Americans once a $1 trillion stimulus relief bill is passed. During a White House press briefing on Tuesday, Jen Psaki said that President Biden didn't think the inclusion of his signature on the payments was a priority or a necessary step. His focus was on getting them out as quickly as possible. Well, last year, millions of Americans received physical stimulus checks that included a note on the bottom left with the former president's name. In addition, Americans who received electronic stimulus payments also received a letter signed by the president. Jen Psaki also said the federal government plans to expand electronic payments, which are substantially faster than the physical checks, adding that physical checks will be signed by a career official at the Bureau of the Fiscal Service. Psaki also stated, "We are doing everything in our power to expedite the payments and not delay them, which is why the president's name will not appear on the memo line of this round of stimulus checks. This is not about him. This is about the American people getting their relief, almost 160 million of them. What are your thoughts on President Joe Biden's decision to not have his name appear on the third stimulus checks? Please let me know in the comments below. The decision to include Trump's name on the checks last year was part of a last-minute order by the Treasury Department, and many Democratic lawmakers criticized the move, claiming it was an effort to tie the payments to the former president. Then Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said it has been his idea all along. So as of right now, President Biden's American Rescue Plan is still expected to get a final vote in the House of Representatives on Wednesday, and then head to President Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. This past Tuesday, Jen Psaki said that the White House is not taking anything for granted as the legislative process plays out, but she said the administration is pushing through the finish line. Psaki also added that federal agencies anticipate being able to start delivering payments later this month, after the plan is signed into law. So according to Jen Psaki, the first group to receive payments will be those who'd use direct deposit information to file their taxes in 2019 or 2020, followed by filers who didn't provide that information but for whom the IRS has payment information. Psaki also stated, for those households who have already filed their income tax for 2020, the IRS will use that information to determine eligibility and the size of your payments. For households that haven't filed for 2020, the IRS will review those records from 2019 to determine eligibility and the size of your payment. That includes the use of non-filer portal for previous rounds of payments. For tax returns with direct deposit or bank account information, the IRS will be able to send money electronically, and for those households for which Treasury cannot determine a bank account, paper checks or debit cards would be sent, she added. Now, if you still haven't received your refund for 2019 tax year, know that the check is still coming and that the IRS will give you a little extra for your patience. The Government Accountability Office noted in March that interest payments were steadily increasing over the years, before the pandemic. The office cautioned that these delays will continue to cost billions if the system isn't modernized to reduce its dependency on paper. Now here's how you can get your refund sooner. First, get your taxes filed sooner rather than later. The IRS has given taxpayers until April 15th to get their returns in. Acting now will push your return up to the queue. You can also get your tax refund quicker if you set up direct deposit with the IRS. It will take longer to receive the money in the mail in the form of a check. Alrighty everyone, that is the end of the video for this afternoon. I truly hope you found this video helpful. Please do make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for this coming Friday evening. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below. Thank you and have a very blessed day.